The Red Hot Chili Peppers are one of, if not my favorite band. The only problem with that claim is that I only know all the songs from their By the Way and Californication albums, and some famous other ones. So when I found out my parents owned the CD of their possibly best album, Stadium Arcadium, I started listening to that. And oh man, it did not disappoint, with exception of the bottom two songs in this video. Every single one of them is a banger. So join me while I review all of the Red Hot Chili Pepper Stadium Arcadium songs and rank them. Let's start off with the first part of the album, then do the second part of the album, and combine the two into a big ranking at the end of the video. Also, I will be listening to these songs while I talk about them, so I can say what I hear, say what I think of them. And I will freestyle every review and we'll go from worst to best, first on the Jupiter side and then on the Mars side, and then combine them all into one big ranking. So let's get into it. So in last place of the Jupiter side we have Hey. And don't get me wrong, this song isn't bad, and this will probably grow on me. And the chorus part, or just before the chorus, I guess, where they say, "If that's what I'm about to do," that's fire, that's banger. But like, it's too slow for the rest of this album. And I know I'm not judging these songs by how well they fit on the album, but still, it just doesn't fit with me as well in the context of Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I know they have some banger slow-paced songs. I don't think I'll get into any of them in this video, but maybe later on. But for this side, it's definitely bottom for me personally. And in P13 we have Strip My Mind. And this one is already way more catchy and gets stuck in my mind, pun intended. A lot more than, for example, Hey, but like, Hey is one which needs to grow on me. This one, I don't think it will get that much better. Like, on a day I listen to... This album has no skips, by the way, just to clarify, but on a day I can listen to anything of this album. And if I have to choose one, probably not this one, that's just it. But the beats are good, the chorus is great, the tune is good, and the guitar solo is fire as well, but just not necessarily clicking with me as much as some of the other songs. So in P12 we have Come On Girl, and this song feels like some kind of treasure song. It's really rough, but it matches quite well. I imagine that a lot of people probably has this one low, just like I have, but like, it's just, the rest is so great. Yeah, it's has some calm parts, but it's mostly just upbeat slashing on the guitar. And yeah, that's basically the song. And it's a good song, but just falls down a bit compared to the rest. And I already can see on my list that I have one really controversial opinion. But let's move on to P11. So in P11 we have She's Only 18, which has a very strong beat with calm but loud vocals by Anthony Kiedis. And for me personally, it's just maybe a bit on the calmer side, even though like the knock them out is probably, it feels so strong, it comes off so strong in the song. But this one is mostly dragged down by the title and the subject, as 18 in my country, it's in the Netherlands it's adult when you're 18, but like in the USA it's 21. So this song in that context comes over as a bit of it fits in with Catholic schoolgirls rock. Let me just say that. Let's just move on to the top 10. So on P10 we have Slow Cheetah, and to be completely fair, it sounds good. It's nice beat, bitty slow, bit of mellow in there, but I don't get why everybody is so up and fuzz about it. Like some part, the chorus is great, but the rest is just too. It just lets you sink in. Like I can see this on somebody's depressed playlist. I believe I have it on mine, to be fair, but no, it's just not when I want to listen to a happy mood. It's just not for me, and I'm mostly basing this on a neutral mood. So no no emotions, and then other ones will come out on top. So in P9 we have the titular track Stadium Arcadium, and this one is really good balance. Like from now on everything is top tier and I would recommend to everyone. It's balanced, it has nice tunes, nice vocals, really well vocals I'd say. One of the best on this album. That's maybe a bit of an unpopular opinion, but I see this one getting a bad rap, and I just can't see why. But then I look at my list, and it's only P9 because the other songs are just more preferred by me. Like I don't know how to really review these songs because it's just like, oh, I like them all, and I have basically the same thing to say about all of them, but just the beat is a bit different. But this one is really great, but it just loses out to the top 8 because those ones are possibly more catchy or at least better remembered by me in positive light. In P8 we have the controversial opinion where I was talking about Warlocks. It's a really solid song in my opinion. Some rough edges on the vocal side, which I enjoy in this one, as it pairs amazingly with the drums and the guitar. And you just listen to it and it's almost like a rap track. But that more songs have that. But when I hear this song, it just brings me to a happy place with the chorus especially. And I found my reason why I like this song. Because it's just so, it's combining so well, and the chorus is really good in my memory. So it's so catchy, it just grabs you. The first time I was like, wow, I didn't know this one existed. And I didn't have that as much with some other songs. So in P7 we have Especially in Michigan, and I'm not gonna lie, with most songs my stupid 15-year-old brain can guess where this song is about, but like with this one my a teen brain can't comprehend what it's about. I mean, I'm guessing Michigan, but like I don't know about lions and tigers in Michigan. But the tunes are catchy, the vocals are so that part is one of the best in my opinion. Probably multiple people disagree with that, but I just it comes quite well in my memory. And number 6 is probably controversial as well. Let's just instantly move on to that one. It's Hump the Bump, and it's mainly here for the chorus because it's so badass almost, like the must have been 100 miles or any other 100 styles. It's not about the smile you wear, but the way we make out. That elevates the song because the Hump the Bump part is fun, but it isn't that. Wow, this is peak music for me. So that's why it's in P6. So for P5 we have one of the most underrated but appreciated by the fan base songs, and it's Torture Me. And just when you start to listen to the song, like the beginning, the bass line is so strong. It just takes you in, and then you have the lyrics, and they fit in amazingly. Upspeed lyrics, rough lyrics, and it just fits amazingly with the tune. Chorus is fire. The entire band came together to fix this, just like every other song. But like with this one, you can especially hear every component separately, but together it just fits so well. And in P4 we have Danny California. It's one of their best songs of all time, and it's still only on P4 on my list because the other ones surprised me more as I didn't know of them before that. Like when listening to this for the first time, I only knew Danny California and Snow. So yeah, this one is really good. Maybe even worth of being in P1 or P2, but like the other ones just surprised me more, sucked me in more, enjoyed them more, started playing them more, listened to them more, and just more. But this one is really solid, but I don't really know what to say about it, as it's one of their classics, and you probably know it, and people who don't know the Red Hot Chili Peppers probably know this one as well. So here we have on P3 Charlie. And at first, this one, like if I would have done this the first time of listening to these songs, I would have put this near the bottom, because it was just like, oh, I don't enjoy this one. The beats just didn't click, and then I started listening to it more and the entire album, and it just clicked with me. And the chorus is just absolute fire, and it just comes together so well. Some mellow parts, but it's mostly just pure upbeat alternative rock, and one of the best of the band. And in P2 we have another one of those widely regarded great songs, and it's Wet Sand. And this one is probably one of those songs with mellow aspects where I talked about at the beginning of this ranking, with just mellow aspects which come together so well, but it's also upbeat. And it's not like I don't like mellow songs, but I can see with the Red Hot Chili Peppers, it just doesn't fit me as well as with some other bands. I just want some upbeat alternative rock when I listen to this. And Hey is still alternative rock, but it just didn't click with me as well as Wet Sand. And then in P1, I have Snow. It's a classic, but it's a classic for a reason. And with Danny California, I had it a bit less with Snow, because for me, Snow is just quite possibly my favorite Red Hot Chili Peppers song, or at least one of my favorites on this album, and it just stays ground while doing this ranking. So that's the Jupiter album done. So that were 13 songs. Now we're on to 13 songs for the Mars album. And let's just move on to that one. The ranking will be shown at the end of the video. But let's start with the Mars one. And in P13 I have If. And this is probably my least favorite song of this entire album, because it's so slow paced, and like I said earlier, like I have some mellow song. This is not even mellow. This is just slow paced. I have some songs which I like a lot on this kind of beats, but If is just not one of them. It just doesn't click with me. I can get that some people like it, but I don't see a lot of positive response to this one in contrast to the rest of the album. But that's just my opinion. Then I have Desecration Smile in P12. Just another pretty slow song, and it just gives me some sad vibes, and I just don't really want that when listening to music mostly. I am not gonna take that into account why it's so low, by the way, because music can be there to help you when you're sad, and basically for any occasion, but this one just doesn't really click with me that much, as it's really slow paced, and I just find it hard to concentrate on this song. Speaking of hard to concentrate, that's my number 11 place, which is way more upbeat, although still some slow pieces. But this one comes together way better in my opinion, so that's why it's one spot higher. Then I have Tell Me Baby, which I believe was released on a single, but I am not sure. And I can tell why, but I don't think it's one of the best on this album. And that's mostly because the other ones are better. And one unpopular thing, the Mars side of this album can be just as good, if not better, than the Jupiter side of this album. Maybe the Jupiter has higher highs, but like the lows have ended after If here. Desecration Smile is just not one which clicks with me, but If is the only one which I, well, not hate, but that's the only skip of the album, but I would still just like... That's my ringtone. Okay, let's just leave that in. But that's the only one which I would like skip. Yeah, I lost where I was. Anyways, If is the only one I don't really like that much, and I would skip, but I won't skip because it's just in the middle of the album and I don't really bother it that much. It's like 4 minutes or something. I can have that on my listening of the album. I got flabbergasted by the alarm. Let's move on to P9, which is 21st Century. And this one is so catchy, upbeat, about the 21st century, of course. And there is indeed a reason for the 21st century. And he thinks that it's meant to be. And this song is also meant to be, in my opinion, because it just fits so well, has an upbeat tone. I can understand the subject with my dumbass brain, but that's also not something I take into account, because otherwise some songs would be way higher than others because I am stupid, and that's not how I'm gonna rank these songs. I'm gonna rank them on beat, vibes, and this one gives me good vibes, so that's why it's in P9. So in 7 we have She Looks to Me, and this one is really sticking in my head when I listen to it. Like the chorus is just stick through my head. The rest of the song is a bit meh. Oh wait, I forgot a song. Okay, She Looks to Me is P7. We'll quickly skip over that one. Any questions about why I like it in the comments, please. As for all the other songs, but especially for this one, as that was my ranking. P8, I have Animal Bar, which is pretty hated, but it's also pretty upbeat, and I like that one. Although I do get why the beginning of the song is pretty mid in my opinion, but the chorus and towards the end it just saves the entire song in my opinion. But that's why P8 and not in the top 3 of this side. Then She Looks to Me was 7, so let's move on to 6 then, I guess. And it's Make You Feel Better, and this one is really upbeat as it's about making someone feel better. So it's just upbeat, good vibes. And the tunes are great as well. So for me, it's just a positive, this song. And when I listen to it, I feel great. Unless it comes by when I'm not feeling great. But like, it makes me feel great. So the song actually succeeds what the title tells it. And that's what I like about this song. And in P6, I believe. P6. No, P5, sorry. We have Turn It Again. And this one has a really slow-paced chorus, or beat, and beginning, and in between choruses. I don't know the English word for that, sorry guys. But like when the chorus hits, all shit gets loose and the entire hype of the song just gets lifted. And that's what I enjoy the most about this one. As for P4, it's just the entire song which sticks in my head and it's ready-made. Because the entire song just sticks in my head with Ready Made, and I just vibe on this quite a lot, and it's one of those songs where you can easily sing with it, even though the lyrics might be hard to follow at some points, which isn't that big of a problem here, but with some other songs it is. And in P3 I have We Believe, and this one is just... The chorus is so uplifting. It's pretty vocal based, even though every instrument obviously shines like most songs. But this one just manages to pull it off in such a way that I think yes every time I come back to it. And for me it just fits in so well. And then in P2 I have Storm in a Teacup. And this one, the chorus is just bananas to me. It's just... so loud in the best possible way of the word loud, I guess, with music. And it just pulls it off perfectly. Really catchy. Like, this is probably the most catchy song of the entire video. And in P1, I have Death of a Martian, which until the final re-listening to every song and making this ranking, I didn't even know I liked this much. But then I listened to it and it just fits with me so well. And I just don't know what to say. Look at what I've lost today. Haha, I am so funny. Yay. But this song just, even though it's pretty mellow at times, it's just so fun to listen to, even when I'm not feeling down. It just comes together in the best possible way I can describe it to you. Is fun, slow beat, while being up-paced, I guess. I should have done this with a musician, because I can't explain any of my choices. But like, this list is actually based on my opinions, guys. I did not let this be run by ChatGPT. Now it sounds like I let this run by ChatGPT. But anyways, Death of a Martian in P1. Tragic at times, but fun to listen to. So that was the final ranking of both sides of the album. Now I want to do a quick disclaimer. This is the first video on my new channel. I migrated from my other one because I wanted to rebrand. And this is a hot garbage video because I didn't have time to write a script, as I am looking to post tomorrow or later today, depends on when this video comes out, a big video from about 1.5 hours about a Czechoslovakian cartoon from my youth. But to post that as the first video is not gonna give my channel any better viewing ratings, because nobody will watch the entire video except me and my friends when it comes out. But anyways, that's the background behind this video. So no script, but this list is entirely produced by me, and I stand behind all my choices, even though I might not be able to explain all of them really quickly because I didn't have time to write a fucking script. So for the overall ranking, let's just do it quickly. I'm gonna go last to first right now. 27, If. 26, Hey. 25, Desecration Smile. 24, Strip My Mind. 23, Come On Girl. 22, Hard to Concentrate. 21, She's Only 18. 20, Slow Cheetah. 19, Tell Me Baby. 18, 21st Century. 17, Animal Bar. 16, She Leaks to Me. 15, Makes You Feel Better. 14, Stadium Arcadium. 13, Warlocks. 12, Turn It Again. 11, Especially in Michigan. 10, Ready Made. 9, Hump the Bump. 8, We Believe. 7, Torture Me. 6, Danny California. 5, Storm in the Teacup. 4, Charlie. 3, Death of a Martian. 2, Wet Sand. And number 1, Snow or Snow Hail. So I want to do one final thanks to everybody who watched this. Leave a comment if you made it to this point, which probably no one did. If you want to see me review more Red Hot Chili Pepper albums, which I'm actually planning on doing with a script that time, guys. Don't worry. But leave a comment which one, and please go watch my long 1.5 hour video tomorrow, or watch it in parts. Because this took me a year, and that's why I am rebranding, because I have been away for about a year on that channel, and that won't do the numbers great there. Anyways, thanks for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed, even though the quality was one of my poorest. And have a great one, guys. Goodbye.